really windy days, they can cover the whole distance of the lake. A new calving broke off yesterday, so the further up we go, we'll go see some bigger ones as well. Bit of a dirtier berg here. Wow. It's got to do with trying to pick up more rocks on its first kind of movement. And just as we're poking around this more right-hand corner, take note of the overhang and looking towards the water. You see it's melting or stripping away. You might even just be able to hear it. So icebergs always maintain 10% above, 90 down below. If this 10% reduces in size from that melt, say something about 9% above the water, the whole iceberg will lift straight on up, drags a 90 from below, new 10, new 90. Very slow process. Over the days, we'll see how it's been changing. Wow, this is an ice crystal, which ice was made of. It's pretty brittle. We don't like to pass it around.
So happy.
Tasty.
Yes.
Get it in the freezer ice. We might not be able to get too close because there's a little bit of the 90 sticking out. But if you can, feel free to have a touch of it now. Yeah, eat, good. So maybe rather than being like a big solid piece of ice, millions of little wee ice crystals all joined together. And I'll pull the boat forward as well so everyone can see, but in this gap here, the ice looks totally different from what we're seeing out front. So ice in the shade, in the 90 down below, looks more like in this gap. It's a bit more blue and kind of solid. You can't see those individual kind of ice crystals. And as soon as this ice is exposed to the sun, it begins to change. So with these little wee ice crystals we're seeing, you might also notice little wee white dots, kind of scattered every now and then. Any things as to what these ice white dots may be? Helps the ice float as well.
Air pockets.
Yeah, air pockets. So, we know that icebergs lose mass by melting and just lifting straight on up. They also lose mass by chunks. So have a feel of the ice kind of closer to the waterline here. You'll notice it's a lot smoother and a little bit easier to see those air bubbles and how they're starting to get pushed apart to make it all crystallized. And obviously in the middle as well, really nice and blue.
Not the inside, outside.
And quite seeing the sun enough.
You ever found anything strange?
No, not yet. It's only been breaking for 30 years, so maybe something will come. I've heard like Fox and Franz often get stuff bodies.
Yeah, a friend of mine found a body here once.
Yeah, really?
We found, I was on the Glacier years ago, and we found like a 30-year-old Simon rested axe and a pair of canvas gaiters, so we were kind of thinking that. And it was quite a ways up too, so we think it was from a climber, but...
I mean, surely it's bound to happen soon. Right, we're gonna get a little bit closer. We're gonna go check out that right-hand side as well. So that's 300 meters of ice in total sitting in front of us. The icebergs, like that one I pointed out, it's got like that nice straight line and it had the different kind of ice. That's created by the 3-degree water just cutting into it. It's called a thermal notch and it cuts into the face here as well, this 3-degree water. out the size of this one. Still only 10% above the water. So imagine this 9 times on itself and still floating. Lucky to see this, guys. Sometimes only 2 icebergs on the lake, so you're spoiled for choice.
Wow.
So we're roughly kind of 500 meters away. 4 years ago, if we put our hand out, we would have been touching the ice. So 120 meters each year, it retreats.